Hello and good afternoon. This is Destin from Camping World in Center Conway. I'm going to do a quick walk around on the 2021 Salem 27 RE. We'll start off at the front here. You do have a power tongue jack, manual override right at the top here for it. On the propane tanks, it comes equipped with two 30-pound propane tanks that will come filled. Behind there is where our battery box would be, and our battery disconnect right by that. Moving on to the door side here. You have your solar charge right here, so it is prepped to receive that. You do have manual stabilizers on this, but they're equipped with a JT strong arm, which makes them a lot more stable than the traditional stabilizers that we're used to here. Open up this pass-through for you. As you can see, you got a decent size here. All your jacks and such like that are right there, and you can access this from under the bed as well. Two awnings on this coach. There's your main awning over the door, as well as your slide out has an awning on it as well. Moving on here, there's your JT strong arms in the back. Have your city water connection right here, and then our fresh water connection right next to it. So that'll go over. This will show you if you were hooked up to a pressurized system, that would be right here. To fill up the tank, you would fill right here. Spare tire on this coach, as well as a backup camera prep. The other thing I'd like to point out, these roofs are fully walkable, as well as the slide outs due to their construction on them. There's our underneath of that here. And one thing I would like to point out is underneath here, I don't know if you can see it, that's all enclosed underneath with what they call an accessibility. So that is all heated under there where your water tanks are and everything. Just a little extra bit of insulation. And under here is where I would be putting those hay bales to kind of insulate so we're not getting any airflow underneath the camper, and that'll help keep that heat inside here. Here's our sewer outs. So we have our galley tank, low point drains, and then our wastewater tanks. So this is where you'd hook up your sewer lines and everything. It's another point, since it's outside of the heated area of the camper, you're going to want to, what's the word I'm looking for? Make sure these have a heated element to it. You can get these wastegate valves that are heated, as well as with your water in, you can get a heated tank as well, or a heated hose. Black tank flush on this coach, so you can clean out your black tank, and then your furnace exhaust and your hot water heater access are on the off-door side here. What puts it aside construction-wise is on the front cap here, there is a lot of times these bow in very well. It's a fully insulated front cap, and they do what they do, just like house construction, they'll stuff insulation right in there. Moving on in, wide steps, solid entry steps, so they don't feel like a springboard. The other thing to point out that makes it kind of more winter ready than most is it has true 2-inch sidewalls. A lot of the competition is going to have an 1.5-inch sidewall on here, which is 25% more insulation. As well as in the roof as well. The roof is fully insulated with batten insulation. We're going to start off on the back of the coach here. We do have two recliners, huge picture window. These two side windows open, as well as the bottom part of the large one to let that cross breeze come in. We do have a little table here. There is an electric outlet on both sides of the recliners here, as well as blackout shades installed. Onto the TV area. I believe this is prepped to fit a 48 or 50 inch off the top of my head. I'm not quite sure. Sound bar's already prepped underneath there. And we have a electric fireplace that's 5,000 BTUs. It's good to take the edge off, essentially. Moving on here, we do have pretty good storage in the kitchen area. So there's what I would call our pantry. And again, the same kind of storage underneath here. Moving on, this is our countertop area. 3-burner stove here, as well as underneath you do get a small-sized oven. Underneath the countertop, you got a good storage rack right there, as well as 3 pull-out drawers. My hands aren't working. And a little bit up above the oven here. There's a Greystone fan and light on here, so you do get a little bit more, as well as the Greystone microwave. onto the fridge. It's an Everchill 10.7 cubic foot electric fridge. So actually a pretty decent size for an RV fridge. Most of our comparisons are going to be 6 or 8 cubic foot. So you definitely get a little bit more space out of this one. Onto the island here. Residential pull-out faucet. Nice feature to have. You've got a 2-bay sink. And then underneath the sink, good spot for a trash can or something of the sort. Decent storage under there. They do give you a little rack to the side of the island here as well for a little bit more storage. And the other thing, on the living slide on this, there's full storage underneath the couch as well as underneath the dinette here. Now this is what they call the Versa Lounge. So it's kind of a cool setup. Is what they'll do. Of course, you can drop your bed into your table into a bed if you so choose. But you can also take this back part of the dinette, lift it up, attach it to these right here on the side of the dinette, and that'll turn this whole area into a large L couch here. So there's a few different setups that you can do depending on how you want to configure your living area here. Moving on, we do have our thermostat, our slide and awning controls, our light switches, our extra slide control, and our second awning. Water heater and water pump are located here, as well as our monitoring panel for our tanks, as well as our battery. Into the restroom here. Actually got a decent sized shower. Just to give you a point of reference, I'm about 6 foot tall. I got plenty of space with the skylight ahead of me here, so I'm pretty comfortable standing in this shower. They even have the shower head above me, which I cannot say is a very common thing in these. I have the sink area right here. Give you a decent bit of storage to the side of the sink. And the medicine cabinet opens up as well. And underneath, again, some decent sized storage there. There is heat registers in here, as well as an air conditioning duct. A lot of times the bathroom's kind of forgotten about when it comes to heating and air conditioning, as well as a power fan in the restroom as well. Onto the bedroom of the coach here. You got a queen size bed. Storage wise, they do give you 2 side wardrobes right here. Probably hang maybe 7 or 8 shirts, something like that. Up top, you do have some decent storage as well. Get to the other side here. They also give you USB chargers as well as electric outlets on both sides of the bed here. Designed for CPAPs and that sort of thing, but phone chargers will be very handy right there as well. There is a spot to mount a TV on this wall if that's something you'd like to do, as well as a decent sized closet in the bedroom here. Was thinking maybe you guys could put, a little pop-up dresser right here or something for a little bit more storage, but you do have some hanging room as well. So that's about the tour of the inside of the Salem here. Hopefully I was able to cover everything, and I'd be happy to go over some more winter living tips with you guys too. Give me a call back when you're free. Again, my name is Destin here. You can reach me at 603-452-7291. Thanks.